Well, well, well. Are you one of the 10 million people who happen to get your hands on a PlayStation 5? Or maybe just 120 million who play on Steam. But either way, you're going to have the opportunity to play DEATHLOOP. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to learn how it feels to play DEATHLOOP. Welcome to Black Reef. Wake up, drag yourself off the beach for the who knows how manyth time, and of course when you start the game, you have conveniently forgotten everything, so you and the protagonist Colt get to learn all of it at the same time. After a quick and dirty of the game mechanics, you're dropped right in and you get to explore the island. There's a short guided portion, but you're pretty much on your own to uncover the secrets of Black Reef and kill as many Eternalists as you possibly can along the way. One of the first things I noticed about this game is that it absolutely drips with style. It manages to balance a futuristic premise with decor straight out of the 70s, all the while being frozen in time. When you're hunting this group of 8 scientists/cult leaders, you don't remember much, but you do know that they've really pissed you off. And as you hunt for clues, you'll discover their workspaces, littered with automated robots and prototype time machines, while also communicating via CRT computers. But if we ignore this impossible to place time period, we can see clearly the main goal. The 8 founders have figured out a way to infuse the essence of the time loop into themselves. So you kill them all in less than a single loop and destroy it forever. So when you're not murdering people, you're hunting clues, and one of my favorite parts about finding clues in this game is that they've created little animations that go with every major clue you find. So once you exit an area after discovering how to take out one of the founders, you get these amazing looking animations. I don't know what it is about these, but this is one of my favorite parts of this game, and I'd highly suggest you don't skip them. Oh yeah, and one more thing, there's a rival assassin who's hunting you down. Juliana, who I guess is your ex-lover maybe, is also spending her days inside the time loop, and she'll murder you anytime she gets the chance. She only pops up occasionally, and if you enable it, there is multiplayer, so somebody else can enter your game as Juliana, or you can go hunt down someone else as her. I really didn't like it much when that did happen though, so I don't know, mileage may vary. And honestly, that's pretty much it. The whole game can be summed up by those few pastimes. Each day, or rather each loop, is divided into 4 different time periods. So you can enter any of the 4 districts at either morning, noon, afternoon, or night. This creates 16 very unique environments, as the number of Eternalists and enemies in each region will change during each time of day. This is such an awesome way to organize things, and it really helps the developers get their mileage out of the very few set pieces that they had to design. But hopefully you can trust me when I say these environments never get boring. Honestly, most of them seem to sprawl forever, and I don't think I've explored all the corners of them yet. Most of the time I'm headed straight for the waypoint that's created by the clues that you find, and those seem to take you on all sorts of paths, so you really get to see a lot more map than you might think. Alright, let's talk about guns. So in most of these clips, you're actually going to see me main-handing this shotgun because I think it is just the best combination of both range and accuracy. Even though this is only a gray tier weapon, it still seems to kill almost all Eternalists in a single shot, which is such a blessing. Later on, after you kill some of the founders, they actually drop really dope weapons that are either purple or orange tier. This has similar tiers, it's like blue, purple, and orange, that the weapons will scale up in damage potential and with the amount of accessories that you can attach to them. The good news is, even though this game is built on repeated deaths, you do get to keep your weapons past death. Very early on, you learn about the residuum technology that allows the time loop to happen, and learn how to manipulate it so that you can take your weapons and your trinkets, your power-ups and other stuff like that, into the next life. And overall, I think it's a pretty balanced system. You collect it from objects throughout the world, or you get a bunch whenever you kill a founder or kill Juliana. And it's really nice to know that even if you die, you're still going to get to keep your favorite gun. So, on to dying. What most of us might assume from watching some time loop movies is that anytime you die, you're gonna get kicked right back to the same spot, you're gonna have to walk through the same doorways and everything. but I think this game handles that really, really elegantly. One of the very first power-ups you receive is one that allows you to have 3 lives, which is kind of a cop-out because this is a time loop game, so they could just loop you forever. But it's really nice actually to get these 3 lives, especially early on when you're inexperienced, because you're gonna need them. Honestly, a lot of my early lives just went to walking straight into a trap or walking right past a turret without realizing it was there. I will not lie, the turrets in this game are 10 times more deadly than the Eternalists. But there's definitely advantages too. Sometimes it's faster to beat a level by just sprinting straight through it and seeing whether or not you'll die from the Eternalist shooting you, instead of going with the slow play stealth strategy. So while it does feel like a setback to have to restart the day, you kind of realize that each time you enter a district during the same period of day, you're in the exact same environment. So even if you're going back to the same place twice for multiple clues, it was there the first time. You could have discovered it. Something that this game says multiple times, the real key is knowledge. No matter how many times you loop while playing the game, as long as you learn something, you'll be ahead for the next round. So, beyond that, I mean, what can I say? This is a fantastic little shooter. It's great to just log in and play for 10 minutes. You can play on one single session, and it's great to grind out for a few hours and make a good progress on the story. I haven't finished it myself yet, and honestly, I have not even tried playing as Juliana, so I still have a lot more to figure out about the game. But what I do know is that I've been having an absolute blast tearing up these faceless goons and imposing Colt's crotchety old man shutting down a party vibe on everyone. If you do have the chance, I'd say pick this one up. It's great fun, and definitely try it on the PS5. There are some really neat features, especially with the DualSense controller. When your gun jams, like you can't pull the trigger, it's really cool, and you just have to experience it to know what I'm talking about, so. With that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button. If you guys are new here, you guys want to see me talk about Deathloop more in depth once I finish the story, fully review it, or you want to see some more games coming up to PS5, we're looking out for Far Cry 6 and Guardians of the Galaxy next month. Hit that subscribe button. As always, I have been Jamster, and I'm out.